product of its factors. That word product reminds us of multiplication. So when I talk about factoring something, I'm talking about rewriting a big old polynomial like this as two things being multiplied together. They could be a monomial times a polynomial. They could be a binomial times a binomial, but it's going to be two things multiplied together. This is essentially undoing that distributive property that we just did above in those examples. So let's look at what this looks like. The first step when we are factoring always is to figure out the GCF. What's the GCF of 8x to the third plus 4x squared minus 6x? There's a 2x. That GCF is going to go outside of this set of parentheses that we have here, just like so. Then we've got these parentheses. Inside of those parentheses is going to be what's left over. I'm going to write leftovers here. Those are the leftovers after we take out the GCF. To take out the GCF, we are going to divide by the GCF. So let's think about what this looks like, just with the first term so far. 8x to the third divided by 2x. I know 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then, okay, back it up. You remember what we did here with our multiplication? We did what to the exponents? We added them. So when we divide, we should be subtracting the exponent. So that's x to the third minus x to the first, which gives us x to the second. And then I repeat for every single term. So I'm going to divide this one by 2x, and I'm going to divide this one by 2x. 4 divided by 2 is positive 2. X squared divided by x is just an x. Negative 6 divided by 2 is a negative 3. And then look at what happens to those x's. If I have x to the first minus x to the first, those x's are going to go away. So this right here is our very first factored polynomial. We have taken out the GCF, and then we have figured out what is left over. Any questions? We're going to keep going. In letter A, the first thing I need to do is figure out what is the GCF. What's the GCF here? 4x. Then in parentheses, I'm going to put whatever's left over. So I'm going to divide 8x squared divided by 4x, which gets me 8 divided by 4 is 2. X squared minus x to the first is x to the first. And then negative 12x divided by 4x, negative 3. Those x's cancel each other out. So that's our final answer right there. Everybody good with that? So we have the GCF, we have the leftovers. One last thing that I am requiring you to do is we need to double check our answer. There is no more answer keys for the rest of this unit. So you are going to be responsible when you show me your homework to show me that you have checked your answer. The way we do that is really nice and easy. We're going to multiply it back out. 4x times 2x, 8x squared. 4x times negative 3, negative 12x. It should match that original. Okay? Your answer is whatever you had with the parentheses. Everybody clear on that? What about letter B? What's going to be our GCF for B? J? Negative 4. Pay attention to that negative. It's got to match your first term. And then x for the variables. Let's put the rest in parentheses. And then we're dividing by a negative 4x on each one of these terms. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 is a positive 3. X to the third minus 1 is x to the second. And we keep repeating until we get all of our leftovers. So this is a positive 2x. 4 divided by negative 4 is a negative 1. And those x's cancel each other out. So there's my answer. Ooh, hello. And then we distribute just to double check. It should match my original problem exactly. Good? What about letter C? What's our GCF? -3, again, matching that sign in the front, -3. And then let's do that division. What do we get left over? -6x squared divided by -3 is? Anybody want to give it a go? -6 divided by -3 is a positive 2. And then did I subtract anything from the exponents? No, so that's just an x squared. We're going to continue. -12x divided by -3 is a positive 4. I didn't subtract anything from the exponent, so that's just an x. And then 9 divided by -3 is -3. That's our answer. And we're going to check it ourselves by doing -6x squared, -12x, positive 9. All good? Couple more. Letter D, what's my GCF? -1. What about the variables? H what? How many H's can I take out? H to the second, that lowest exponent is squared. Perfect. Now talk about my leftovers. Anytime I divide by a -1, I'm going to switch that sign. So a -6 divided by a -1 is going to be a positive 6. What about the h's? H to the fifth minus h to the second should be h to the third. Okay, keep going. -h squared. -7 divided by by -1 is a positive 7. H to the fourth minus h squared is h to the second. And then that 12 divided by -h squared, that's going to be a -12. And then I have h squared divided by h squared, cancels out. Good with that? Let's double check it. -6h to the fifth, -7h to the fourth, positive 12h squared, matches up nicely. Okay, one more that's a little bit more tricky. Are we ready for it? Okay, here's letter E. Let's start with the GCF. What's the GCF? Anybody want to try the hard one? Jaden? 3xy to the second. Perfect. The GCF of the coefficients is 3. The lowest x exponent is 1. The lowest y exponent is 2. Leftovers. Here's the tricky part. We've got multiple variables where we got to subtract their exponents. So divide by 3xy squared. 12 divided by 3 is 4. X to the second divided by x to the first is x to the first. Y to the second divided by y to the second cancels out. So we have no more y's there. And we repeat. So we're going to divide this by 3xy squared. 6 divided by 3 is 2. X divided by x becomes 1. You can look. And then y to the third divided by y to the second is y to the first. And then lastly, 3xy squared. Negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. X to the fifth minus x to the first is x to the fourth. Y to the fourth minus y to the second is y squared. We're going to circle that. That's my answer. And we're going to distribute just to double check. 12x squared y squared plus 6xy to the third minus 9x to the fifth y to the fourth. Questions on this? We don't have to do all of these, but can I get a couple people? Okay. Pause this. No. Okay, you will not get a stamp on your homework unless you do the checking step. So everybody needs to do all the problems and check them for your stamp.